Mic checker, chicka. It's not some, baby. Yeah, a one time, baby. What? For your mind, baby. Yeah, we gon' shine, baby. And what we do, we gon' grind, baby. Yeah, what? And this is another episode, so of Swingers After Dark. And this is your host, not some, baby. Here we go. You know, there are two types of envy. And one of those envies, you know, it could motivate you. It could inspire you to get on your grind. You know, you see somebody else becoming successful, and instead of being a hater, you see them as a template. You see them as the example. You see them as a blueprint, a success for you to accomplish and achieve your goals. You know, they represent excellence. They represent achievement. So that will put the fire up your ass to strive to become the person that you want to become, or that you see yourself becoming in the future, rather. You understand me? And instead of being a hater and being lazy, like it's easy to be a hater. It costs you nothing. It's easy to see somebody else's success, to hate on that person instead of congratulate them. And if you want to be successful, you have to congratulate others who are successful or even more successful than you, because it brings forth energy of somethingness instead of nothingness. And if you're a hater, that's the energy of nothingness, because you have nothing to show. You'd rather hate on somebody, bring down the next person, the next man or the next woman, because they're striving to achieve goals. They're striving to take risks. They're striving to take that leap of faith and bet on themselves to become successful. And everybody got their own definition of success. I get it. But it's all about finding your purpose and finding what the meaning of life is for you. And once you find your purpose and the meaning of life, then that's one step to make plans and have goals to achieve those plans. To achieve those plans one by one, step by step, day by day, minute by minute, second by second. You know, you may not become an overnight success, but you got to be in it for the long haul, because success is not overnight, and you wouldn't want success to be overnight because you may not be mature enough to handle success. And you may be like one of them child actors and actresses, and, you know, you find yourself drugged up. You know, you're on drugs. You got an alcoholic problem. You become an alcoholic. You got an alcoholic problem, alcohol abuse. Because you don't know how to handle success. You're not mature enough. You're not developed enough to handle success, because you didn't go through the bumps and bruises of the grind. Because the grind, you know, the grind, it will harden you, and it will make you have thicker skin, because nothing comes easy. Nothing that's worth having comes easy. You got to work for it. And a lot of people say, you got to work hard. No, I say you got to work smarter. Yes, working hard is good, but you got to work smarter. It's like going to the gym and you working hard, you grunt and you sweating up a storm. But what's the point of lifting weights if you're lifting it wrong? You're just doing calisthenics. You don't even know how to use the machine properly. You're just wasting time. Yes, you're working hard, but you're not gaining any muscle because you have no style. You have no technique. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. So it's about working smarter. You know what you're doing. And when you work smarter, everything comes easy. You know, it's like being a skilled basketball player. When you're a skilled basketball player, the game slows down, as opposed to being unskilled and everything seems fast, because you don't know what the hell you're doing. You don't have the IQ to play the game of basketball. You don't have that IQ. You don't have that skill. You don't have the mental fortitude to build yourself to become the player that you want to be. And then you don't even become a has-been. You never was. You never was this person to begin with, because you did not work on yourself. You did not look in the mirror to see, okay, I need to improve on this, improve on this flaw, so I could become a better person. Because what's the point of being successful or achieving goals and accomplishments when you're immature, when you're fucking loco? You know, it's like You have no understanding of people. You have no understanding of finances. So when you don't have the understanding of life, when you don't have the understanding of yourself, and when you don't have the understanding of others, you could destroy whatever you built for years in a matter of seconds, because you did not look yourself in the mirror and say, okay, I need to slap the fuckery out of me. You know, like I wake up every day and I tell myself what I need to improve on about myself. And it's like, you have other authors who are more successful than me. They sold more books than me. They have more money than me. But instead of looking at them like the enemy, I congratulate them, because I know I'm going to get to what I want to go in life. I don't want to necessarily be like them, but they're giving me the motivation and the inspiration to strive, to become successful. You know, that spark turned into a fire, and that fire turns into a 4-alarm blaze, because somebody else's success, it will give you the spark. Their success will give you the spark to get up and grind. And sometimes I don't want a podcast. I don't want to write. I don't want to write a chapter. I don't want a podcast, you know, talk my shit. I don't want to. There's days I don't want to do nothing. But I'm telling myself there's somebody out there that's working twice as hard and twice as smart than me, because they want it. It's like you got to want it. Like you could be the talented person, the most talented person in your field, but if you don't have the drive and the ambition, that's like a bird without wings. You're not going to fly. So it's like, what's the point? Or it's like a bird that doesn't know how to use its wings. It's like, what's the point? It's like, what's the point of having all this talent and I don't have the drive or the ambition to use it? And what you don't use, you're going to lose. And like I said, you're not going to be a has-been. You're going to be a never was. And there's a lot of less talented people. They're successful because they have the drive and the motivation and the ambition to get where they want to go in life, regardless of their limitations. They don't think about their limitations. They think about their strength, and they work on that to the point where their limitations don't matter. And that's the envy that you want. That's the type of envy that you want. The type of envy where you see somebody else doing a thing and you say, I want to have what they have, but I'm going to do it my own way. And instead of hating, I'm going to get off my ass. I'm going to turn off the TV. I'm going to get off the internet, and I'm going to work hard at it and easy at it. When you work hard, it becomes easy. And when you work hard, make sure you put some intelligence into it. Because listen, that's gunpowder. Once you work hard and intelligent, that's gunpowder. You feel me? It's like you could work smart, but if you just lollygagging, you're not gonna accomplish anything. But when you work hard and not smart, then you're still not accomplishing anything. So it's good to work hard and work smart. Put them two together. It's like a marriage. You feel me? It's like a marriage. But a lot of people, they don't want to go through the rigors of the grind, of the struggle, of the beautiful struggle. They don't want to embrace the grind. They would rather embrace hating on others. And that's the other type of envy. That's the other type of envy. The first type of envy is going after your dreams and your visions to become successful, because you're seeing success stories that's giving you the light at the end of the tunnel. You saying if that person could do it, I could do it. But the other envy is like, you don't want to do anything. You just want to hate because you have low self-esteem, you're insecure, and you feel like that if you get success, you don't have the mental fortitude to keep that success or maintain that success. So you would rather hate on others because you feel like that time is passing you by. So instead of finding another skill or honing on your craft, you would rather hate on others. You would rather engage into fuckery and hate on others because that's easy. You would rather become a destroyer instead of a builder because it's easy to destroy. You know, it's easy to destroy, just like how success is silent. Success is silent because nobody knows what you're doing. You're like a mad scientist in a lab cooking up the latest potion. Success is silent, but when you fall off, everybody could hear it. Everybody could see it. And that's what you're afraid of. You're afraid to fall off. But it's not about falling off. It's about evolving, and it's about changing up. It's like once you see a detour on your road to success, you go to another road. You switch lanes, or you make that left or right turn. But you're still going where you want to go in life. But people are afraid of the grind. They're afraid of success, just like they're afraid of failure. So instead of, having thick skin or alligator skin, as my grandmother would say, they would rather hate on others because it costs you nothing. People are anonymous. They go online. They want to troll people. They want to become a hater. They want to become a troll. And they're proud of that. They're proud of that. You have a lot of people who are proud of becoming haters and trolls because they ain't shit. And they don't want you to be shit. One time you wasn't shit, but you grew out of, you became grass. It's like how horse shit become grass because it fertilizes. It's fertilizer to become something greater. You may start off as an ain't shit person, but you grew and developed into something better, into something greater. It's like first you see horse manure. Horse shit. And he's like, yo, that smells. But then out of that horse shit comes grass, roses, flowers, and all that shit. And then people forget that lawn that once reeked of shit, they forget about that. They forget that lawn that once reeked of shit, because now they see the roses and the flowers and the grass. You feel me? It's not how you fall, it's how you land. And that's how you should look at life. It's not how you fall, it's how you land. And that setback is a trip, that setback is a motherfucker, but that comeback is sweet. Yes. That setback just makes way for an excellent comeback. It's like watching a team in the fourth quarter, in a basketball game. They're down 20 points, but they come back and win the game. It's the challenge. And a lot of people get off on that. A lot of people get off on the challenge. Because overcoming a challenge, that's like the greatest orgasm. Like a lot of people get off on that. And that's how you should get off on that. I get off on challenges. Like I don't like to talk on microphones. Like doing this podcast is not me. But I needed to do it to get where I want to go in life, to promote and market my books. I needed to do what I didn't want to do. Sometimes you got to do shit that you don't want to do. I'm not saying that you got to lose your dignity. I'm not saying that you got to lose your morals. I'm just saying you got to take the extra route. You got to take the extra step. I don't want to talk on microphones. I don't want to listen, I prefer to edit. I prefer to write. But I understood that I need to use every platform possible so my books could sell more. So one person could tell that person could tell the other person could tell many. Because not only I got the books, I also got the podcast going. So not only you could read my work, you could also listen to my voice as a supplement. It's like eating vitamins after a hearty dinner. You feel me? So once again, you have two types of envy, or as I call it, envies. You have the hater and you have the success story. And you can either be the hater who ain't shit, or you could be the success story who got shit. You could be the hater who ain't got shit, or you could be the success story who got shit. You could be the builder or the destroyer. You could be the hater or the congratulator. You could be the producer or the non-producer motherfucker who ain't doing shit but playing video games all fucking day. and you just a broke motherfucker in their 50s. You know, I'm not necessarily, when I say broke, I'm not necessarily referring to finances. You could be broken mentally, spiritually, emotionally. You could be torn. You could be a broken person. And because hurt people, they hate. They become haters. Because they see the person who they thought wasn't shit become the shit. And then they hate. Because they didn't have the same grind, the same drive, and the same ambition as the person who they shitted on. And the person that they shitted on became the rose, became the flower, became the grass. And that goes back to my analogy, you know, when the horse manure fertilizes the lawn that produces grass. And instead of looking in the past at the people who shitted on you, you use that as a motivation to become the grass after they shitted on you. You use that as a motivation instead of sulking and victimhood. You become the victor, not the victim. And you use that as fuel. You use whatever the hater said, whatever the naysayer said, as fuel. If somebody don't believe in you, fuck them. You believe in yourself. You feel me? It's about you and you only. You have to be selfish. On the road to success, you got to be selfish. And just like how there's two versions of envy, there's two versions of selfishness. And one selfishness is disregarding everybody else. Disregarding everybody else and thinking about yourself. And it's like you're disregarding the team who's helping you out, or who want to assist you, or who see something greater in you. That's the selfishness that going to hinder you. Because when you fall off, nobody's going to be there to pick you up because you're selfish. You forgot about people who were in your corner. But the healthy selfishness is to say, yo, fuck you, fuck everybody, fuck the haters, I'ma do me. That's being selfish because you're disregarding them. You're disregarding the haters and the naysayers and the people who did not see the greatness in you. But because you saw the greatness in yourself, you don't give a fuck about what others said about you. And that's the selfishness that you need. Just like the healthy envy that you need. You feel me? The type of envy that will push you to get off your ass and push you to the limit, because skies is the limit and there's no glass ceiling. When skies is the limit. And you know what they say, you know, when you shoot for the moon and miss, you're still amongst the stars because you have put your best foot forward instead of having the ghosts of your talents standing around your deathbed shaking their heads mad at you because you did not use them. You did not utilize them. So they're going to curse you for life, even in the afterlife, because you did not utilize your talents and your skills and your God-given gift. Or even if you don't believe in God, the gifts that you were born with, that you did not build up, that you did not nurture. You understand me? So family, you know, I'm going to just leave off with this. You know, you only got one life to live. Life is going to be hard. Life is going to be easy. Life is going to be fun. Life is going to be sad. Like, you're going to go through a lot of tragedies. But hey, you know, that's actually the good part of life. Because if you knew that what everything was going to happen, you're going to get bored. Just like watching a movie. If you knew every plot scheme of a movie, it loses its luster. It loses the suspense. But once you watch a classic movie and you're amazed about the cinematography, you're amazed about the directing, the writing, the actors, you know, it becomes a classic, and you're going to hold that movie in its highest regards, regardless of the movie killing off your favorite character, or regardless of the movie, you know, having these plot twists and turns that you didn't expect. But because the movie was well made and well written and well produced, you're going to revere that movie because it spoke to your soul. You understand me? And that's how life is. You're going to go through your ups and downs. But like I said before, it's not how you fall, it's how you land. And once you land on your 10 toes, run for the hills, baby. Run. It's like you off to the races. And it's up to you to cross that finish line. You dig? And on that note, this has been another episode of Swingers After Dark, and this is your host, Nasun, baby. Check out my website at www.nasunblaze.com. That's www.nahsunblaze.com. And check out my ebook, You, Me, Us, Them, The Swinger Manifesto. It's on Nook, Kindle, iBooks, Google Play. Go get it. Shoot me an email at swingpodcast@gmail.com. That's swingpodcast@gmail.com. Hit me up with any questions or concerns that you may have. Rate, share, subscribe, and comment on this podcast. You dig. And on that note, until next time, peace.